Hi guys, and welcome to my me learning how to oil paint series. So with this piece, I had hopefully one of the biggest breakthroughs for what's been holding me back with learning oils and actually implementing it in my life, in my artist journey. And the biggest thing that's kept me from oil painting is just the time management of it all. So with my usual workflow as an artist, I tend to lean more into pieces that I could get done quickly and then I can move on to the next one. So I would be hopping from one, complete it, and then the next and the next. And with oil painting, for me, I should be clear, this is my experience with working with it. There's a lot of different techniques that other artists use that they can get a different kind of workflow, and a different level of expertise leads to a different connection time-wise with using a medium. If you understand it better, you can be much more efficient and effective when you are painting. But anyways, with my experience with oils in the past, I would really struggle with spending a really long time color mixing, so getting the paints to the right stage, and then not having enough time to actually paint, or I would get them mixed and then it would be the wrong color and I'd mix them again and then I would have very little time to paint, or I would be painting and then I'd have all of these brushes that I needed to clean, and then I would step away from my oil paints to go do my other quicker paintings like my watercolors that had a different deadline, and then I'd come back and my brushes were all dried up. So there's just a lot of this like minutia of scheduling and getting into the flow of using oil paints that I just had not really wrapped my head around. I did not really understand the scale of how long it takes certain areas to dry, certain types of mediums, and I just felt like I was stumbling through the dark, not knowing really what the next step was with my oils. I didn't know how to implement it. So then it often would be that I would do a single piece and then I would have to move on, and then it would be months before I would touch another piece and use oils with it. So I think that this process of working on this piece has changed the way that I have thought about how I can paint. Now, what I mean by that is, for this painting, I dedicated the first half an hour, sometimes an hour, if I was feeling really luxurious, of the day, of my working day, to this oil painting. So I'd sit down and I'd paint it, and that would get done, and then I could step away from it. And that way, every single day until it got done, I was looking at it, I was painting on it. There was an area that was dry enough to have another layer painted on top of it, and I was able to make progress and feel connected with the piece while still making space for the other things that had to happen, all the admin stuff and life responsibilities. And yeah, I think that was, and this piece is actually going to be my Patreon print for the month of March. So that's only a couple of days to sign up for that. So if you'd like to get a print of her, the only way to do that is to follow the link in the description and check out my Patreon and sign up for the print tier, where you get the print and the postcard for March. And yeah, let's get back to talking about painting. The biggest shift in my mindset that I think will make a big difference is that I can work on an oil painting for these small periods of time and get something productive done from that. So I am definitely someone that, and I think a lot of us struggle with this, that if I don't have a good chunk of time to put into something, it feels like I can't even begin to think about working on it. Like I have to have an hour or more to be able to sit down and work on a painting or edit a video or whatever the case is. But really, the more that life goes on, the more responsibilities that happen, the more time constraints we have, the less that becomes a viable option. If we want to be making art, if I want to be making art, I need to be able to find all the spaces that I can and then use them. So this piece really did just allow me to see that I could feel very excited and connected with the painting that I was working on with a fairly minimal amount of time spent on it. Ideally, it would be more time, but at this phase in life, the amount that I can spend for sure on a piece is unknown. So being able to just chip away at it, that felt amazing. So I think moving forward, I've been thinking about this. Like, how can I get the most out of my painting process so that I can sit down and paint for small periods of time and step away and have it still accessible. So one of the things that plays a role in this is how quickly the painting dries. So the way I see it, there's kind of two sides to it. If I use a fast drying medium and my painting itself dries quicker, then I can add more layers when I have the chance, when I can sit down and do it. So that's a benefit. But the drawback to that is that if I am mixing colors and I'm using a fast dry medium, or if like what I prefer to use, I use a fast dry white. So that gets mixed into many of my mixtures. That naturally makes the paint on my palette dry much faster. So if I'm working on an area and I'm trying to refine it nicely, I can mix that color really well, paint that, and then by the end of the day, that paint on my palette is tacky and I can't use it. I have to remix it and color match. So that's a step in the wrong direction where it takes more time to get that set up. So I've been debating the two sides to it. Do I want to try to lean into paintings that dry quicker but don't allow me to take bites out of the day as easily with the paint on my palette? Or do I want a painting that stays wet for much longer and it will take a lot longer as far as days, weeks before the piece is done, but it allows me to render more throughout the day, I guess. I can touch it more, I can add to it more. I'm not sure. I think I actually need to do a little test. So it's been maybe never since I've used a non-fast drying white specifically, but also I think it's been a long time since I've used a not fast drying medium as well. And I think it's walnut oil that I could use, and I have another white that I could use. It's not fast dry. So I think I might try that next, is to do a painting without any fast drying elements and see if having the paint mixed up on my palette, if that allows me to work on it more in these bite-sized moments. It feels a little counterintuitive, actually. It feels like I should be pushing for my piece, getting the ball rolling quicker, getting areas dried quicker so I can do the next layer quicker, so I can finish that quicker. But I have a feeling that maybe this slower approach will yield better results for me, and the timing that I can put into it, the scale of time. I don't know. I'm intrigued by this idea. I will say that. And I think that this is something that maybe I could use like a fast dry medium on the first layers, because I have found that the first establishing layer, I should say, with my oils, I tend to be very mushy and rough with them, and I'm really unhappy with them in a way that I know that it'll get better, but it's definitely the like ugly painting phase. So I think if I had more time to render that, I don't actually think that would be productive. That first layer, that getting the values down and getting the color down, I think that would actually be served better to be done quicker and let it dry, and then I can move on to the next layer that I could really just spend time rendering it and getting that a little bit more nuanced. So I don't know. I think I need to do some experiments. The next experiment could be no fast dry, just a soft is not the right word, just a slower process. And then I can also do maybe simultaneously a piece where I can start off with a quicker drying base layer and then move into something that's slower drying. But another really little lesson that I learned is that I need to get myself a maul stick again. I used to have one. I think it's in my studio somewhere. It was just a dowel rod like you get from Home Depot. But I need it really bad. So there were so many times where I smudged really delicate line work that I had spent like half an hour drawing, and then I had to go in and clean it up and repaint it. That happened, I think, 3 times while I was painting her hair. And I rested my hand on a wet spot so many times and lifted up my hand. Luckily, some of those times I caught it before I like smudged it, but I had to repaint those lines. It's just, there were there were so many places in this piece that I had to repaint because I absentmindedly put my hand on the painting. So I need to find my maul stick or get a new one so I can lift my hand up off my palette. If you don't know what that is, briefly, it's just essentially a stick. Usually, traditionally, it has like a soft padded leather ball on the end so you can rest it on a dry area of your painting or on your easel, and then you use that as the stabilizer for your hand. So you rest your hand on that stick, not your painting. So I will do that for my next one, and that will definitely save me time. Oh, and I would say kind of a continuation of finding the space for oil painting for really essentially any medium when you don't have these huge amounts of time to spend on the actual application of the art, is that I found that when I'm away, if I'm more mindful of how I use my time, I can feel like I'm building up the skills even if I'm not actually painting. So what I mean by that in that very roundabout way is when I'm off doing other things, I have other responsibilities. There are so many times in the day where I pull out my phone and I look at social media or I look at my email, and I could be using my phone to look up tutorials, to look up and study different mediums that I could be using, different mixtures of colors so that I can achieve a certain look that I want for my piece. There is just countless research and studying that I can do while I'm away. While I'm not sitting in my studio, I can build up my knowledge on this medium so that when I come and I paint, I can be far more effective if I know what I'm going to do and I've already done some research. So I've been really trying to implement that as well so that I can make the most of my time. Also, it's so much better on my brain if I spend 20 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever that chunk of time is that I'm just sitting there waiting for something. If I spend that time learning something about something that I'm passionate about, that feels so much better than just being really mindless on my phone. So that's kind of two birds, one stone scenario where I feel like I'm able to make a lot more progress with my oil painting, even if I'm not actually putting paint to panel. And a quick reminder, this painting is the print for March over on Patreon. So if you'd like to get this print and the postcard, make sure to follow the link in my description to go check out my Patreon and sign up for the print tier, and sign up by the end of March to get this print, this piece of artwork. And the original painting, this is also available at my shop. So there's a link to my shop down in the description if you want to hang this original oil painting in your home or wherever. That is it for today though. So thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to continue this oil painting journey. I think I have a watercolor painting coming up soon. So lots of different mediums are coming up and I'm really excited for that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.